All right, good morning. Welcome out to Goldsboro, North Carolina. We're here at C35 Park, where we are getting ready for trying to figure out what's going on with the audio here. I'll figure it out. Go ahead, Brooks.
All right, good Sunday morning. The Canes wrapped up pool play, coming in as the 4 seed. They'll be taking on the KC Scout team, and they placed as the 5 seed. So a 4-5 matchup here in bracket play, and two pretty good solid ball clubs. We'll go over your defensive alignment here. Towing the rubber, the lefty, Mason Brown behind the plate. Miller Stanley at the hot corner. At the hot corner, Ryan Albritton, shortstop. Maddox Stanley, second base, Lucas Neely. First base, Logan Burris. In left field will be Easton Warren. Center field will be Ryland Copeland. And in right field, Noah Sigmund. And so we're about set for first pitch. Throw down from Stanley to his brother on the money. And Canes East-Neely getting set to take on the KC Scout team. KC Scout team out of North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And so we welcome all Canes East-Neely friends and family, as well as any visitors from the KC Scout team.
All right, we're getting ready to get underway here. I think I've got the audio figured out, and I think I have things. Brooks and I made some changes today with the weather, so hopefully we won't have any overheat issues and any mad.
Yeah, this is the first weekend we've actually had some warm weather playing ball this spring. So Mason set up for first pitch coming down the pipe, and that's in there. 0-1 to count.
So, yeah, we did add some new equipment, and it's the first time we hit some heat was yesterday. So, learning as we go along. The 0-1 offer from Mason pops it up.
Mason's calling everybody off, and he'll take it and put it away. So, 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the first. Canes East-Neely, being the 4 seed, will be your home team.
And the Royals batting lineup thus far looking like an ECU lineup. Left heavy.
Mason fields the bunt, and the batter runner coming out of the left side of the box had a little issue getting his grip there, and so that'll go down as out number 2 on the 1-3 put out. So 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up number 27 for the KC Scout team. First pitch in there for Mason. 0-1 to count. Just missed the outside corner. 1-1 to count now to Parker Holiday for a KC Scout team. The 1-1 upcoming from Brown. Off-speed pitch. Just missed the outside corner. 2-1 to count. That one's drilled back up the middle off Mason's glove. Mason fields and recovers. Strong throw, but up the line. Good backup from Stanley. And that'll probably go down as an infield hit, as that was a solid line drive right back up the middle to the pitcher off Mason's glove.
Yeah, ripped his glove off his hand. That would have been an awesome play if he'd have got it.
Yeah.
Man. Make him run laps for not getting the throw down to first.
Well, I mean, good recovery there. I mean, you know, having your glove knocked off and to have the sense to, you know, recover and field without it. So 2 outs, 1 on. That'll bring up number 23 for the KC scout team. First pitch fouled off down the third baseline. So 0-1 to count to Brady Quirk for the KC scout team. A good Sunday morning here out at ECAP, Goldsboro, North Carolina, Field 3. He'll pick the first. He's back in safely. Oh, 1 to count. Mason looks into Stanley. Now comes set to the belt, checks a runner at first, and delivers home. That'll catch the corner, and now 0-2 the count. Mason looks in, now comes set. Runner with a decent lead at first. And that was driven into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. So back-to-back singles for a KC scout team. Now put runners at first and second. And that'll bring up number 2 for the KC scout team.
Runners at first and second, 2 away. Mason takes a look at the runner at second. Lucas bounce off. First pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1's the count. So if he's able to make that play where it knocked his glove off, we're out of the inning.
Yeah. A good hustle nonetheless.
That one misses outside. Breaking ball tails away. That'll even things up 1-1. I wonder, though, how close, I'm trying to think back. How close was Miller? Do you think he should have just let Miller maybe have that, or?
No.
No, you don't. He wasn't close enough.
Nope.
Okay. The 1-1.
That was driven into left field. That's going to get down. Warren's going to field it. They're going to send the runner from second to the plate. Throws coming in. He'll slide in safely. So 3 singles, and they'll plate the first run in today's contest. 1-0 your score here, top 1, as the KC scout team strikes first. Runners first and second get their leads. Mason looks into Stanley. Now comes set to the belt. First pitch home. That'll catch the top part of the zone to number 16, Trent Morris. 0-1 to count. And he'll swing through that one and quickly in an 0-2 deficit.
See what he goes back to here. Gets up on the plate. Do you go inside, try to jam him up?
You know, he just showed you he'd chase out of the zone, so I'd probably end up – that was a great block there by Stanley, and that'll go 1 ball, 2 strikes. I would probably put it a little higher above his hands.
Yeah, and this is I think this is the first time we've seen the Mason Maddox matchup here behind the plate. So they seem to be
that one's fouled off down the left field line and out of play.
See what he goes back to here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on here in the top of the first.
Breaking ball to Ryan on the ground ball. He'll field, touch 3, 4 out, number 3. They'll leave 2 stranded. 3 hits, 1 run, no errors, 2 left on. We're heading to the bottom of the first. 1-0 your score on the Two Dad Sports Network. we're back. Bottom one. 1-0 your score. Now we're getting ready to get things started with Miller Stanley leading things off. First pitch into Stanley. That one's popped up on the infield. Shortstop says he has it and will put it away just on the edge of the infield turf for out number one. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up number 17, Easton Warren.
Easton Warren will step in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here. 1 away, nobody on. First pitch is misses low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Easton and a lot of these boys yesterday swinging really hot bats. Hoping that continues here.
And says that one catches the inside corner, and that'll even things up. 1-1. 1-1 home from Warren. That one's put it into the air into center field. Center fielder's on his horse, and that'll get down for extra bases. Warren is going to stroll into second with a stand-up double and do the Riverside shake. And that'll bring up number 4, Colby Jones. Warren with his lead at second. Pitch home to Jones, low and inside. Good stop from the catcher. No advancement from Warren.
Should mention today, too, that we were on a different field than yesterday. There is a lot deeper backstop. Not terribly deep, but the fence yesterday was literally a foot from the umpire in your camera view. So a little bit more to play with on pass balls. And we'll see if that becomes a factor. 2-0 to count here.
The 2-0 home. That one's lifted into right center field. That's going to get down. Warren is going to touch third, and he's heading to the plate. Throws coming in, and it is cut. And so an RBI single for Jones. And we're all knotted up at 1 here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up number 8, Logan Burris.
And I know many of our viewers at home watch this on TV, but I set the image adjustments before the game. I think it's okay, but if it seems a little bright, let me know and I can adjust it. You just let me know in the comments or text me one if you have my number. Be glad to do that. He fouls that one back. 0-1's the count. If we didn't mention it today is bracket play, so it's win or go home. As Burris steps back in. The 0-1 offer. Miss inside.
Now even to count 1-1 to Burris. Jones again with his lead at first. Pitcher gives him a check. Now comes set. And swings at a breaking ball out of the zone. That'll run the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes right here.
The 1-2.
That misses low and away. And that'll even things up to Burris. 2 balls and 2 strikes here.
Your catcher, number 14, Maddox Stanley, awaits on deck. Pickoff attempt to first, not in time.
He's a shortstop.
Or shortstop, excuse me. I'm thinking yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, they set the lineup the same. Thanks, Christina. They set the lineup the same, and it's throwing me off from yesterday. That one misses, so he's worked it to a full count here.
Colby with his lead at first. Pitcher now comes set. Full count, fouled off.
Battles that one back.
Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. Colby gets his lead. Pitcher looks in. Now comes set. Delivers home. Off-speed pitch on a hop to second. Second will flip to short for 1. And across the diming for the inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. They'll play one. We're all knotted at one, heading to the top of the second on the 2 Dash Sports Network. All right, welcome back. And if you're just joining us, 1-1 your score through one. Mason Brown towing the rubber. And number 8, Zach Williams, will step in for the KC Scout team. And that one misses away. 1-0 to count. And that one misses low. 2-0 to count. Oh, 2-0.
Looking for that 3-0 strike one. That was the same pitch. The umpire is evidently not a Greg Maddox fan. He is painting the corner there.
3-1 to count now. And that one is lifted into left field.
Chase making a range over, and it'll drop out of his glove. And runner's thinking about 3. He's going to go 3. Nobody's there.
He's 7.
So he reaches on the error, and that puts a runner in scoring position here in the top of the second.
White goes into left field, and first ball to him is an E7. Kobe Jones goes into the hot corner, and defensive alignment remains the same. So runner in scoring position, and that'll bring up number 52, and that pitch misses high. 1-0 to count to Carter for the KC Scout team.
Nice pitch. Breaking ball drops in there.
That'll even things up. 1-1. Not quite sure where that one missed. 2-1 to count. And swings through, comes up empty.
Watching the
2-2.
Watching the delay here on the iPad beside me while I'm monitoring the stream, he is painting that corner from what I can tell from the camera. And he pops that one up. That's going to send Stanley back at short, make the grab. Runner stays at third, 1 away.
So 1 out. Runner still remains at third. 1-1 the score. And that'll bring up number 4 for the KC Scout team. It's a ground ball. Maddox ranges over, fields in the hole. Long throw, and that'll be an infield single, and that'll play to run. 2-1 your score here, top 2.
We have time. Are they doing a courtesy runner? Or?
No, I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
Okay. I don't know. They had time called for some reason. All right.
So number 13 will step in. Aiden Brown for KC Scout team. He'll pick over to first. And he's back safely.
So 1 away, 1 runner on, 2-1 your score. KC reclaims the lead here. Ball sails up and out.
Mason gives a runner a check. Now comes set to the belt, delivers home. And that one missed, and now it works the count 2-0. The 2-0 home. Off-speed pitch, got him. 2-1 to count. Two-one delivery. That may be trouble. He fields, long throw.
Should have let that go.
That was just a roller down the third base line.
I don't know that it went foul, but
yeah. So back-to-back infield singles. 1 out. Runners first and second. That'll miss high. 1-0 the count to number 1, Lawton for KC Scout team. That misses away. Now runs the count 2-0. The 2-0 home. And I guess that one just missed.
He does not like the corners. That's umpire here unless you swing at him. He hadn't given it either way. He didn't give it in the bottom half of the first at all either. I don't know where that missed.
Oh, 4-0 or ball 4, and that'll load the bases. And we're going to have a quick mound visit.
Yeah, he's not giving the corners to either pitcher here. He doesn't seem to like the outline of the base there. So that'll load the bases here. And 1 out, top of the second, 2-1 your score. As Coach Neely goes out to have a talk with the pitcher and did have an error to start the inning. And the slow roller down to third base line, I wonder if he lets it roll foul. I don't know if it would have rolled foul. Can't change it now.
Yeah.
But the Canes-Neely team like to they've done a good job of working out of it as well. So we'll see if that holds true here today. As umpire comes in to break up the meeting, and we're back at it. So we've got bases loaded, 1 out, and Colton stepping up to the plate. He'll step up from the left side, so it'll be another lefty-lefty matchup.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Darren's going to play the corners in, looking for the ground ball to go home. And the middle is going to play back for double play depth up the middle. So we'll see if we can get that pitcher's best friend right here. That'll catch the top part of the zone.
So no balls, 1 strike. Looks in, gets a sign. Deal 1.
And there's a ground ball through the right side. That's going to plate 1 run. And throw coming in. That'll be cut into second. So 2 runs on the single through the right side. And that'll increase the score 4-1 here in the top of the second.
Yeah, Lucas was holding the runner at second, playing shaded too far to his right.
Well, and I think, he's playing double plate depth there, so you're playing closer to the bag so you can get there. So that missed high. 1-0 to count as the wind has picked up a little bit right here in Goldsboro.
I'm not arguing about it.
Yeah.
At least it's blowing away from us, so we're not getting that radiant heat off the field.
Yeah.
Drills that one into left field. Chase makes the grab, and runners retreat back 2 away.
So 2 outs, 2 on. Again, 4-1 your score, and that'll bring up number 23 for the KC Scout team. That's a foul ball.
And Brady 1 for 1 on the day.
So 0-1 to count. Pitch home. That one's fouled out of play. So now worked himself in an 0-2 hole. Mason looks in. Both runners off. Ground ball right through the left side into left field. White comes up, gets it in too short.
And they'll play another run. 5-1 your score here with 2 away. And that'll bring up number 2. Brian is. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Misses outside. 1-0's the count. And Mason's at 44 pitches already. Down the third base line and foul. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One to count. 2 outs. Kane's looking for that third out. Mason will step off, work the runner to second back. He did have a fairly sizable lead. Now Lucas creeps in.
He's gone.
Pitch home. Both runners are off. Throw down to third.
Got him.
And he's out on the caught stealing. So they'll plate 4. 5-1 your score. We'll be back for the bottom half of the second on the Two Dads Sports Network. Welcome back. 5-1 your score. KC Scout team with the early lead over Kane's East-Neely. We're in bottom of the second. And that'll bring up number 14, your shortstop, Maddox Stanley. Steps in, first pitch low, 1-0 to count. And waiting on deck will be number 27, Noah Sigmund. Maddox squares, shows bunt.
It gave the corner that time.
Pulls back. So I'll even the count, 1-1.
Oh, that
hits him. And he'll take first on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up number 27, Noah Sigmund.
Noah looks down at third base line. He's going to get his sign from Coach Neely. Maddox will dance off of first base.
He'll pick over, throws it up the right field line. Maddox is off and running, and he'll reach second on the E1. So runner in scoring position right here in the bottom of the second. First baseman's playing in, expecting to bunt. Pitcher checks. And pass ball. And Miller will advance on the E2. So runner in scoring position. 1-0 the count here, too.
That's Maddox. Isn't that Maddox?
Yes.
At third? You said Miller.
Did I? Okay. Yeah. One of the Stanley boys. And that's a pass ball. And he will come around on errors. So 5-2 the score. 2-0 to count. As that run was the gift of errors. Noah squares again and misses. 3-0 the count now. And squared the bunt again, and ball 4. And that'll bring up number 7, Rylan Copeland. Again, nobody out, 1 on. And pitcher's going to ask for time, go out and talk to, or catcher's going to ask for time and go out and talk to his pitcher.
So those of you watching today, we have, for our GCA fans, Eli. Hopefully, Eli's not here today. He's out sick. I'm sure he's at home watching. Hope he feels better. Miss him here today. The GCA varsity playoff game tomorrow at 4 o'clock in Greensboro, taking on Vandalia Christian, and we'll be hosting that live stream here. So that sells high for a ball. We'll be hosting that live stream here on the Two Dad Sports Network, weather permitting. 40% chance of rain, afternoon thunderstorms tomorrow, eastern North Carolina. So we'll see how that goes. Copeland steps back in, 1-0 the count to him. Next pitch shows bunt, pulls it back. And Noah thought about it as with the exchange issue at the catcher there behind home plate. 2-0 the count. And the Canes trying to put some pressure on the Royals here. They'll pick attempt over to first. He's back in there in time. He'll walk it up. Trying to put some base running pressure on them here. Manufacture some errors. Copeland steps back in. 2 balls, no strikes. Sigmund with his lead at first. Shows bunt. Pulls back. Pickoff attempt to first. Not in time. The Canes trail by 3 here in the bottom of the second. The 2-0. Misses the inside corner. 3-0's the count. I wonder, Coach Brooks.
Yeah.
Do you think about going ahead and pulling Mason if he's not getting the corner calls? Because he is a corner of the plate pitcher.
Well, you do have to be pretty conservative with your pitching today, and that's back-to-back walks.
And that's going to bring out the coach. Let's see if...
So back-to-back walks, and that'll bring up, I believe, number 3, Ryan Albritton.
Again, but getting back to the pitching thing.
You've got to be conservative with pitching because you win this one, then you've got to get 2 more to get to the championship game.
But you do have to win this one to get there.
You do.
So that's why they pay us to be the armchair quarterbacks, quite literally, and not make those decisions. All right, so we're back at it after the meeting. Ryan Albritton will step in. Ryan Albritton, who absolutely crushed one in the first game yesterday, steps back into the box. Got some runners at first and second, nobody out. He's going to show bunt, pull it back for a ball. 1-0's the count. And if I'm Coach Neely, I think we keep doing that until we get a called strike.
Well, at least until you show that he can put the ball over the plate for you when you square.
And there it is.
So spoke it into life. That'll even the count 1-1 to Albritton. That one's driven into left center field. That's a base hit.
Send him.
Gonna touch 3. He's heading home. Copeland's touching 3. He's heading home. Albritton is trucking, and he is going to need oxygen after that 2 RBI triple on the belly flop slide. 5-4 your score right here, bottom 2. The turf was not friendly to my friend, as when he went in for the head first slide, did kind of a bounce on the belly.
That's going to bring up number 2, Lucas Neely. He'll step in, tying run, 90 feet away, nobody out. So those of you watching at home, the graphics and everything here, we use Sideline HD for the graphics. You'll see that numbered up there. So every at bat, the players and parents will get a text message of every at bat. So luckily for Spencer and them, they'll be able to see that multiple times. That's a nice belly flop.
Yes.
Put some Miracle Cream on it. He'll be all right. 0-1 count. He bunts that one foul. And then right now, I think they're just trying to get that run across.
Yeah, they're trying to make it a nothing ball game here. 0-2 the count to Neely. Steps back in. Pitcher looks in, comes set to the belt. Delivers one high, and that'll now run the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Lucas.
That'll bring up number 5, Chase White, 1 away. Chase steps in, pitcher comes set. Got under that one, popped it up. That could be deep enough.
That may get the run home from third. And Albritton's on his way, throws coming in, and he barely gets there.
So new ball game here.
That'll tie things up on the sac fly to center field as they manufactured that run. And that'll bring up number 12, Mason Brown. Pitch home. Sails away. 1-0 to count.
He's not coming set.
Well, there's nobody on.
It doesn't matter. He's still not coming set.
No, it only matters when there's a runner on. There's no balk.
But I'm saying they're not paying attention to it is what I'm saying. Like, they're not even making a...
They're also not even calling the corners.
Shows bunt, pulls it back for a strike. 2-1's the count. He'll step back in. That'll miss inside. 3-1 hitters count here. Top of the lineup, number 1, Miller Stanley awaits on deck. 3-1 the count. Set, tap, tap.
Good. We're all over the place now.
Full count. That'll miss and put him on.
That's
Which-
ball 6.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that'll bring up the top of the order. Number 1, Miller Stanley. 2 away.
So you got speed at first with Mason. I wonder how creative they'll get right here. Miller turns, squares. That ball's up and over his head. 1-0 the count here. Squares again. That one misses outside. 2-0 to count here. And third baseman, not sure if you could see it on camera, third baseman is crashing heavy. And they got Mason picked off at first for out number 3. They'll come back. They'll even it up. 5-5 your score. We're heading to the top of the third on the Two Dads Sports Network. All right, welcome back. Top 3 here. 5-5 your score. Mason Brown still towing the rubber. A few defensive changes for you. Noah Sigmund will go to second. Chase White to first. Lucas Neely goes to right. And left field is Easton Warren. All other positions remain the same. First pitch in to number 2. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Well, got some help there. That'll even the count, 1-1. I'm just not sure where that first one missed. The 1-1 home.
I don't think Miller knows where it's missing either.
Yeah,
I don't know what he wants.
I don't either.
Yeah, Miller said he doesn't know. He doesn't know where he's missing. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Same pitch, different result.
That'll
2-2
bring
the
the count. 2-2, yeah.
And drop third, swings at one in the dirt, slings his bat behind home plate, and 1 out. And that'll bring up number 16 for KC Scout team.
All right, 1 away, nobody on. Number 16 steps in, pitch in from Mason. Breaking ball gets him swinging off speed. 0-1's the count. The 0-1. That one actually misses outside. That'll even count 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 fouled off and out of play. And that will run the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You play with these bigger boys here at C35. It's like playing in what was the place in Wake County? Factory.
Oh, yeah. That's going to get into the gap in left center. Copeland's on his horse. He's going to get it in and hold him to a 1-out single.
Double.
Or 1-out double, excuse me.
And we're going to have a pitch and change here.
Time will be called, and looks like we're going to make the call to the bullpen.
We'll let you know who it is in just a moment. Stick around. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after.
All right, welcome back. Kobe Jones will come in and take over in relief for Brown. Brown threw the ball very well today. He's still responsible for the runner at second. Again, 1 out. Kobe looks in, now comes set to the belt, checks the runner at second. Pitches home, and that'll be an E2, and will allow the runner to advance to third. 1-0 to count to number 8, Zach Williams for KC Scout team. Jones now looks in, comes set at the belt, checks him at third. Delivers home. That's a little flare that's going to get down in left field. And that'll be an RBI single. And KC now increase the lead 6-5. Or takes the lead 6-5, excuse me. So 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring out number 52. That one's fouled off and out of play. As Carter Herndon is now in an 0-1 count. Again, 1 on, 1 out. Williams with his lead at first. Colby gives him check. Now comes set at the belt. Now delivers home. And that one's low and will even the count. 1-1. Colby steps off, now works him back. Again, count 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 on. Colby checks him, now comes set to the belt. And that's a ground ball into left field. And so back-to-back singles now put KC Scout team with runners at first and second. And 1 out. And that'll bring up number 4 for the Scout team. And that'll catch the corner. 0-1 to count. Again, first game of the day for both teams. Win in advance, lose and go home. The 0-1 home from Jones. That's hit foul down the third baseline. And an 0-2 count to number 4. Colby looks in, now comes set. Noah creeps in behind the runner at second, bounces off. Off-speed pitch, catches him out front, fouls that one off to stay alive. Again, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Colby looking for every pitcher's best friend. Ground ball double play. Pitch home. And that one's fouled back and out of play. So we'll redo it. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Colby checks the runners, now comes set to the belt, checks the runner at second and delivers home. And that'll catch the top part of the zone. He'll go down looking for out number 2. 2 outs, 2 on. And that'll bring up number 13 for the Scout team. Checks the runners. Now comes home. Ground ball through the right side into right field. Neely's coming up. He's going to make the throw to the plate. And Stanley's going to knock it down as they only go station to station. So 2-out single, and that now loads the bases for the Scout team. So play anywhere for the Canes as they're looking for that 3rd out here in the top of the 3rd. Colby now comes set to the belt. Pitch home. That one's up and out of the zone, but number 1 helps him and swings through it. 0-1 to count to Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson 0 for 1 on the day. Steps back in. Colby looks into Stanley. Gets the sign he likes. Now comes set at the belt. The pitch home. And that's a line shot right to second. Sigmund will put it away for out number 3. They'll leave them stranded, but they'll plate one. 6-5, your score. We'll be back on the Two Dad Sports Network.
All right, we go to the bottom of the third. Top of the lineup, due up. Number 1, Miller Stanley. He was up at bat when Mason got picked off in the bottom half of the second. The Royals take another lead. 6-5 your score. The Canes have not led this game yet. They've been able to tie it up so far, and we'll look to see if that continues here. First pitch in, misses inside for a ball. 1-0's the count. Number 17, Easton Warren, awaits on deck. Shows bunt, pulls it back, misses inside, 2-0's the count. Showing bunt again. That'll miss low and away, 3-0's the count. Three balls, no strikes. Showing bunt again, and that's going to hit him. So he'll reach on a hit by pitch. That'll put the leadoff runner on, bringing up number 17, Easton Warren. We have.
He's putting on the oven mitt.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't see around where we're sitting. I couldn't see around the catcher and umpire here.
But also, I don't think that one felt too good. Yeah.
Easton steps in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here. Pitcher comes set. He's going to show bunt, pull it back for a strike. 0-1's the count. The 0-1.
Misses inside. Now evens the count to Warren, 1-1. Warren in his first at bat had an RBI double to center field. 1 for 1 on the day, and now hits that one through the right side into right field, and Stanley can only advance to second. Right fielder did a good job getting to it and getting it in.
And Stanley about got hit again.
yeah, he had to freeze on that line drive as it went right past him.
So almost thought he was a position player there for a second where he was standing.
Yeah. So runners first and second. That'll bring out number 4, Kobe Jones. Jones squares, shows bunt, and that misses inside. 1-0 to count. First baseman's playing behind the runner at first. Shows bunt again. Says that one catches the zone. Now evens the count 1-1. Catcher's reaching across his body to catch it, still being called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one will scoot away from the catcher. That'll be an E2, and both runners will advance second and third, and that'll even the count 2-2 to Jones. Runners in scoring position right here. It'd be huge to get both of them. And that one's lifted out of play, battled off by Jones right there.
But with the way the strike zone is, you kind of had to go for that.
You did. You're right. It has been a changing target. Pitch home. That misses high and now works the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jones. Again, nobody out, 2 on, in scoring position. 3-2 upcoming. That one's put in play to the right side. Ground ball fielded to the first baseman. That will get the run home. So, way to do a job and get the run in. And that'll be the first out recorded here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Warren does advance also from 2nd to 3rd. That'll bring up number 8, Logan Burris. 6-6 your score. First pitch misses. 1-0 the count. Pitch home.
Swings through that one. 1-1's the count.
That one will miss high and now works the count. 2-1 to Burris. And it says that one catches the outside corner. Now evens the count. 2-2 to Burris. The 2-2 upcoming. So, 2-2 to count. 1 out. 1 on. Pitch home. That one's hit up the middle. Shortstop will field, make the long throw across the diamond. They'll play to run. 7-6 to score as Burris did a job.
Canes take their first lead of the game here in the bottom of the 3rd.
7-6 here, bottom 3. That'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley.
Y'all can probably hear in the background everybody saying about the not coming set, and neither umpire said anything to the pitcher, but the pitcher adjusted.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can tell that on camera, he was tapping his foot, and he just did it right there, but nobody's on. So that one kicks away for a ball. 2-0's the count.
2-0 to count to Stanley. 2 outs. And both runs this inning manufactured. Wow, good team baseball. That misses inside. 3-0 down to count to Stanley. Waiting on deck will be number 27, Noah Sigmund. Stanley squares again. And that'll miss and get to the backstop on the wild pitch. 3-0, or that'll be a base on balls. Excuse me. And that'll bring up number 27, Noah Sigmund. Again, 7-6 your score here, bottom 3. Time's called by the catcher. He'll go out and have a chat with his pitcher. Stanley at first has good speed. We'll see how aggressive and get on the base paths. Noah Sigmund will step in. He'll square, show bunt. They'll pick over to first, and Stanley's back in safely. He'll pick over again, snap throw, back in safely. Square, shows bunt, ball's inside. 1-0 the count. Uh, 1-0 to count. Sigmund square, shows bunt. They'll pick over to first. Stanley's back in just in time. That missed inside. That works the count 2-0 to Sigmund. Big hole through the right side right here with the first baseman, Holden Stanley. They'll snap throw over. He's back in just in time. And he's quickly back to toe the rubber. The 2-0 upcoming. Sigmund squares. Third baseman is crashing. They'll pick over.
Sigmund's getting frustrated here. The 2-0 offer.
That misses inside. 3-0 to count. Snap throw over. Stanley's back safely.
Their pitcher is sitting at 66 pitches thus far, so I'd say probably closer to 70-some with the pickoff attempts.
And then didn't come set on that one. And that ball will make its way to the backstop on the wild pitch for ball 4. Sigmund will go down to first. Stanley goes to second. And I believe we may have a pitching change here for the KC scout team. Coach is making his way out of the dugout. He's pulling everybody to the pitcher's mound. And he is, in fact, going to take the ball from number 2, Brian. 67 pitches, but the book's not closed on him yet, as he is responsible for both runners on. 7-6 your score. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we're about to get things rolling back after the pitching change. Again, 2 outs, runners first and second, so the book's not completely closed on the starting pitcher for a KC scout team. There was a pitching and catching change. Zach Williams from third, he'll come in and pitch. And I believe Carter goes behind the plate. That'll bring up number 7, Rylan Copeland. Runners first and second get their leads. Ball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. 1-0 to count to Copeland. Pitcher checks the runners. Now comes set. Delivers home.
Oh, he gave it to him that time.
That'll even the count 1-1 to Copeland. And misses outside and now works the count 2-1. And again, 7-6 your score here, bottom three. We've got just over about 40, 45 minutes left in game time. That one's in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. 3-0 to count. Yeah, just right around 42 minutes. 3-1 to count here to Copeland, so good hitters count right here. Let's see if he gets something he can groove and drive. Runners get their leads first and second. Pitcher gives them a look. Now it comes home. That one will miss low and away for ball four. So back-to-back base on balls. And that'll bring up the locomotive himself, number 3, Ryan Albritton. Ryan Albritton in his previous at-bat stroked one deep in the left center field for a triple. Bases loaded. Squares shows bunt. And says it catches the top part of the zone. 0-1 to count here to Albritton. Got Stanley at third, Sigmund second, Copeland at first. 0-1 in there. Now in a quickly 0-2 hole is Albritton. 0-2 to count. Pitcher gives him a check. Now comes set. That'll miss.
Late call.
Oh, he'll go down. And we'll leave them stranded. They'll plate one. 7-6 your score on the Two Dad Sports Network. All right, we're back. Top four here, 7-6 to score. Kobe Jones still towing the rubber. Miller Stanley behind the plate. Logan Burris first base. Noah Sigmund second. Maddox is at short. And third base, Ryan Albritton. Warren in left field. Copeland in center. And Brown goes into right field. First pitch misses. High and away. 1-0 to count. The 1-0 upcoming. Breaking ball in the dirt. And that'll run the count 2-0 to number 99 for the KC Royals scout team. Pitch in, misses outside. And now runs a count 3-0.
Looking for that ceremonial 3-0 strike one here. The 3-0 offer. That'll miss low and put him on.
So base on balls will get things going here in the top of the fourth for the Royal Scout team. That'll bring up number 27. So 1 on, nobody out. Colby comes set to the belt, steps off, works a runner to first back. Parker Holiday is 1 for 2 on the day. Runner with his lead at first. Colby gives him a look, now comes set to the belt. And that misses outside. Snap throw down, runner's back in time. 1-0 to count. Colby checks him, now steps off.
Ask for the signs again.
Yeah. Checks the runner now, comes set to the belt. 1-0 delivery. That's in the dirt. Good stop by Stanley behind the plate. 2-0 to count. Upcoming. Runner is off, and they've got him. Colby disengaged. He'll get to Noah at second. Running back to Logan. They have him in a rundown. Ball's given up from Logan to Stanley. Stanley now throws, and they got him on the tag. So that'll go 1, 4, 3, 6, 4. 4 out number 1, and I believe I did get that right. 8675309. Hot route.
So 2-0 to count. Nobody on. Colby comes set. The 2-0 offer.
That's a ground ball right to Stanley at short. Fielded on a hop. Strong throw. 6-3 for out number 2.
Is that Miller or Maddox?
That is Maddox. Miller's behind the plate.
That's right.
Maddox long pants. Miller knickers.
So at 2-away, nobody on. That'll bring it up number 23. That one catches lower part of the zone. 0-1's the count. It's Brady Quirk, I believe it is, number 23 for the Royals.
2 for 2 on the day.
So that one misses outside. Even things up 1 ball, 1 strike.
Uh, 1-1 upcoming from Jones. And misses low and away. Now runs a count. 2 balls and 1 strike to Brady. Stanley's going to ask for time. He's going to go out and have a quick chat with Colby. And I believe that rundown was right. It was 1, 4, 3, 6, 4. And that's when they recorded the out.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know my memory's not good. I got to go back and look.
Because Noah was the one at first on the throwback. So, nonetheless, we're back ready to play. 2-1 to count, 2 outs, nobody on. Jones delivers and swings through that one, and will even the count. 2-2 to Brady. Good breeze out here today.
Feels good, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the heat coming off the mound there, or off the turf.
Off the turf, yeah.
That works the count. Full 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. And the payoff pitch. Sails high, puts him on.
So 2 outs, 1 on. That'll bring up number 2, Brian Ebeling. He was your starting pitcher for the KC Royal Scout team. Colby gives a runner a look. That one's driven deep into left field.
He's burnt if it's not gone.
And that one's going to get down. And the runner from first is touching third, heading home. And they got to play at third.
So we'll knot it up again.
RBI triple, and they'll tie the game 7-7. And he barreled that one up into left field. And that'll bring out number 16. Pitch home. Fouled off and out of play. 0-1 to count. So 7-7 your score here. Top four. 2 outs, 1 on. The 0-1. That one's fouled off down the third base line. Now works himself into an 0-2 count.
So no ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2 home. And that one misses low and away, and will work the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes to number 16. Pitch home. Blue says that one misses.
He's up on the plate, so if that doesn't hit him, that's a strike.
2-2 to count. Next pitch in. A little ground ball to short. Maddox Fields throws across for the 3rd out. But we're all knotted up again. 7-7 your score. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th on the Two Dad Sports Network. All right, welcome back. Bottom 4, all tied up. A touchdown apiece on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Canes East-Neely coming out to bat. Number 2, Lucas Neely will get things started here in the bottom of the 4th. Zach Williams still towing the rubber for KC Royal Scout team in relief. First pitch fouled off and out of play. 0-1 to count.
Have 9, 10, 11 due up here. And then top the lineup.
The 0-1 upcoming. Breaking ball in there. 0-2 to count. The 0-2 delivery.
Strikeout.
I don't believe that one was a strike at all.
No, that wasn't. Looking at the replay here, it is in the dirt.
So with 1 out, nobody on, that'll bring up number 5, Chase White. And he'll pop that one up. And that'll get out of play down the left field line. 0-1 to count. Yeah, 1 in the dirt. That'll even the count. 1-1 to White.
Tied up 7-all here in the bottom of the fourth. Let's see. Well, he gets ready for that next pitch. About 26 minutes left in the game.
And helped him out, swinging one in the dirt. 1 ball. 2 strikes, the count.
Just looking base hits here and get something going.
And he comes off. Up number 12, Mason Brown.
Mason drew a walk his last at bat and then was picked off at first base to end the bottom of the second. 2 away. Top of the lineup. Number 1, Miller Stanley awaits on deck. Shows bunt, pulls it back for a ball. 1-0's the count. That'll bring the third baseman in. Pulls it back again. Third baseman's crashing, but Mason does a pretty good job of putting it down the first base line, generally speaking. Let's see if we're just showing bunt till we catch that right there.
Same pitch. And this one called a strike. 2-1 to count. It's hit on to the first baseman. Nobody's at first covering, so Mason will reach on the E3. And then maybe this gets the inning going with 2 outs. You got the top of the lineup rolling up with Miller Stanley coming up.
It's an unconventional way to get on there, but I think
it is. But at this point,
I think he was worried about the pitcher being in the way. Yeah, they about collided. That's what happened there. Okay. We'll take it.
At any, base runners are a premium so far. 1 steps in, Mason with his lead. Pitcher comes set, checks him. Miller squares, and that one's in there. 0-1 to count.
Trying to get that go-ahead run around.
The 0-1. That's barreled through the left side for a 2-out single. Mason will advance to second. So with Eastern Warren striding to the plate, maybe we can get some electricity going right here.
Easton has been hot all weekend thus far.
Yeah.
You've got speed on the base pass right here with 2 away.
You do, yeah. And I think you're in the stage of the game where you can be a little aggressive. First pitch. 0-1 to count.
They have time on the field.
And I think we're going to get a runner for Stanley, the catcher, and that'll be White, who was the last recorded out. So you've got Mason at second, White at first, Warren 0-1, first baseman playing behind the runner. That misses outside, evens the count 1-1 to Warren. Warren, who's driven the ball very well this weekend, looking to square one up right here and put the runners in motion. 1-1 upcoming. That misses inside. 2-1 is the count to Warren in the driver's seat right here. Good hitter's count, looking something to groove and drive.
And if Warren can reach, Colby Jones awaits on deck.
Yeah. The 2-1 in the dirt, 3-1 the count. 2 outs. We're all knotted up at 7 right here, bottom 4. Warren looking something right here in a good hitter's count, 3-1 to his favor. And that one's driven into right center field, and that ball's going to get down, and Chase is touching 2. Mason touched 3, heading home. There's 8. Here comes number 9 as the throw's coming into the infield, and on a 2 RBI double from Easton Warren, the Canes East-Neely retake the lead. 9-7 your score, bottom 4 with number 4, Kobe Jones, striding to the plate.
And Easton Warren stays hot. Not just talking about the conditions on the turf.
And they got something in the water over there in Williamston, I tell you.
So that'll bring up Kobe Jones, your relief pitcher that's come in. 2 away, runner at second. He'll step off.
He'll spin, pick. Sorry to.
No, you're fine.
And Warren's back in safely. Shortstop crept in behind him. First pitch to Jones, misses up and away. 1-0 to count. Again, 9-7 as the Canes East-Neely retake the lead here, bottom 4. The 1-0. Whew. And that's called strike. And that'll even count 1-1. In the dirt, that'll get off the catcher and to the backstop. Wild pitch will allow Warren to advance 90 feet to third. So 2-1 to count. No, it's not the last name because I would say it's the first name because Warren's my first name, Doug Jr. So.
Hey, Doug, good to have you along.
Yeah, buddy.
Following the string.
Ooh. 2-2 to count now here to Jones. And Fulton fouled that one off down the first baseline. Hey, it's all in good fun, Doug Jr. He's a good baseball player himself.
He did all right.
He did. And
Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch home. Oh, foul tipped into the mitt.
So we'll leave one stranded, but they'll play 2 on the big 2-out RBI, 2 RBI double from Easton Warren. 9-7 your score. Heading top 5. Two-Dad Sports Network. All right, we're back. Top 5 here. 9-7 your score. Canes East-Neely regained the lead. And Colby Jones still towing the rubber. That'll bring up the KC Royal Scout Team pitcher, Zach Williams. He's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch in. Misses up and in. 1-0 to count. Mason goes into left field. Easton Warren goes to short. The 1-0. That'll catch the lower part of the zone. Even it up 1-1. Albritton is the high corner. Neely at second. Burris at first. White in right. And so that one misses, and that'll now run the count 2-1 here. Breaking ball catches the zone. That'll now even the count 2-2. Jones, who's come in relief and thrown a great ball game. Breaking ball, he'll go down looking for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down, top 5. And that'll bring up number 52, the catcher, who came in relief to catch Mr. Williams, Carter Herndon. Carter's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch sails high. 1-0 to count. As Colby needs to get a little more stickum and rising. That one's low. 2-0 to count. Breaking ball misses. Now in 3-0 to count. Stanley's going to ask for time and run out and have a chat with Mr. Jones and me.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not sure. You're older than I am, so.
I mean, Brock got it.
I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah.
I haven't reached my 60s yet.
Yeah, I got you. It's a good thing it's a sunny day and not a cloud in the sky. 3-0.
And he's going to go. He thought about going to. He's not going to as that one kicks away. We'll take the base on balls.
Well, we're just lucky it didn't go into the dugout. We're going to have time called as Coach Darren's going to go out and have a chat. Hadn't made the indication that we're going to change things up yet. 1 out, 1 on. Again, top 5 here, 9-7 your score. A little under, or a little around, what did we check? 16, 18 minutes. 14 minutes now in today's contest. And so...
must-win ball game. You have to win to stay and play. If you lose, you go home.
Yeah.
Winner of this game is slated to play at 3 o'clock.
Yes, against the winner of the next game between Canes, Carolina's Callum out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Makos out of Morehead City.
And I can all but guarantee you it will not start at 3 o'clock.
Oh, yes.
We were about 20 minutes late getting started on this one, so and everything's on this field in this bracket play anyway today. Runner at first, 1 away. Colby comes set, delivers. Breaking ball, misses high. 1-0's the count.
Colby at 41 pitches so far through today's contest, coming in relief. Checks the runner at first, now comes set. Steps off, works the runner back. Colby looks into Stanley, now checks the runner at first, comes set to the belt. The 1-0 home. That's fouled straight back. Now evens the count, 1-1. To number 4, Dylan Mueller. Oh. Runner with his lead at first. Colby gives him a look. Steps off. Throws it just off the glove of Logan, and he'll advance on the E1. So runner in scoring position, 1-1 to count. That one's fouled straight back. Now works to count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Colby looks in, comes set to the belt, checks a runner at second, now delivers home, pitch high, now evens the count. 2-2. A 2-2 upcoming from Jones. And says that one misses inside, now works the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To Mr. Mueller. Three-two home. That'll catch the zone. He'll go down looking for out number 2. Huge out, huge pitch right there in that situation. That'll bring up number 13, Aiden Brown. Aiden Brown 2 for 2 on the day. Colby checks a runner at second. Now delivers. That's fouled off down the third baseline. 0-1 to count.
Brown snaps in, 0-1 to count. Runner gets his lead at second. Colby checks the runner at second. Easton checks in behind him, bounces off.
That's a flare. Warren says he has it, and he does. He'll put it away on the turf for out number 2. They'll leave one stranded. We're heading to the bottom half of the 5th. 9-7 your score. Canes East-Neely on the Two Dad Sports Network.
All right, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 5th, about 8 minutes left in the game. Canes with a slim 2-run lead, looking to put some insurance runs up on the board. Leading things off this half inning, number 8, Logan Burris will step in from the right side. First pitch in, shows bunt, pulls back. Ball 1.
Yeah, we can really play this to our advantage here and be very selective. Again, first pitch misses. Logan now squares again. That ball's up and in. 2-0 to count here.
Everybody's texting me, asking me how much time's left.
We've got a lot of moving pieces right here. And he says that one catches the inside corner. 2-1 to count now to Burris, number 8. 0 for 2 on the day. But it did have a productive at-bat in his last ground ball in the infield, scored a run.
You feel that heat blowing off that field. Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine when it's really the dead of summer and very humid? That ball misses. 3-1 to count here to Burris. That one's driven back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit in the center field to get things started here in the bottom of the 5th for Canes East-Neely. And that'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley.
Maddox steps in from the right side. Runner at first. Logan with a decent lead over at first. Pitcher comes set. Couple checks. Throws.
Misses inside. 1-0 to count. And they're going to pull the third baseman in onto the infield turf just in front of the cutout. Logan with his lead. First baseman is holding. Middle is playing double play depth. Stanley squares again. Misses in. 2-0 to count. Williams hovering around 40 pitches in relief for the KC Royal Scout team. Squares shows bunt, misses low and away. 3-0 to count now to Stanley. And Coach Chris, as we alluded to, you're going to take till you get a pitch or even potentially get 2 strikes on you, I think. So he squares again. That one misses high for ball 4. And that'll put Stanley on, so Canes are cooking here with runners on first and second. And that'll bring up number 27, Noah Sigmund. Maddox, I believe, has been on base multiple times today and is 0 for 0 to show for it. Sigmund squares. That'll miss high. 1-0 to count. So we're hovering now right around the 5.5-minute mark left in game time. Sigmund 0 for 0 on the day. He's been on base a few times via the walk, I believe. They'll do the inside move, and he's back in safely. Shortstop tripped in. That was called from the dugout from the catcher to the pitcher, and good relay to short. Very close play there at second.
Good play.
Yeah. And very little chatter from the dugout saying to get back. So the 1-0 home, Sigmund squares. That'll catch the zone. Now even the count 1-1 to Sigmund. Coach Darren's going to call time and bring Sigmund in and talk to him. As we're just around the 4:30 mark left in game time.
And our time's not official. We're
No.
within 30 seconds of what the official time is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nobody out. Runners first and second. 1-1 to count here to Sigmund. Squares shows bunt again. He gets it down to first base line. Nobody's at first. Pitcher does get over there now, and he'll move them up to second and third. And 1 out. That'll bring up number 7, Rylan Copeland. Good team baseball right there, moving the runners in the scoring position.
He'll be credited with a sac bunt.
Yes. Way to do your job. Copeland steps in. 1 out. Runners second and third. He squares. That misses inside.
Like I said, he's doing it both ways.
Yes. Pitcher looks in. Now comes set. Delivers home. That one misses low. Now works the count 2-0 to Copeland as we're approaching the 3-minute mark. Which is odd saying because baseball's not a time
sport, yeah.
But
conventional double play is out.
Yes. Squares again. That misses high. 3-0 to count now to Copeland. Waiting on deck, number 3, Ryan Albritton. Copeland 0 for 0 on the day. Been on base a few times by the walk. And that's in the dirt for ball 4. So Copeland will jog down. And Albritton's shoe's untied. So he's now going to tie his shoe. 1 out. Double play is in order here. 9-7 your score. You got Burris at third, Stanley at second, Copeland at first. Good speed, 1 out. Albritton now steps in. 1 for 2 on the day. Square shows bunt. And that'll catch the inner part of the zone. 0-1 to count here to Albritton. Albritton looking to drive something into the outfield. Misses low and away. 1-1 to count. Again, 1 out. The corners are playing even. Middle's playing double play depth. And that one's fouled off and out of play behind us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Your count here to Albritton. And ball game has been called. So your Canes East-Neely will be victorious in game 1 today of bracket play against a very good KC Royal Scout team. So Coach Chris riding alongside as always, twisting, turning the dials, making sure everything runs perfect for you Canes fans at home. They'll take the W. We'll be back on air shortly around 3 o'clock or so, maybe a little after, as we'll take on the winner of the next game between Canes Carolina Kellum versus Makos. I'm Coach Brooks, Coach Chris. Again, thank you, everybody. Have a great